Hey guys, Coach Moore here with Atomic Athlete. I'm going to go over a transition week this week. So coming into a transition week, especially going off of a very specific strength cycle like you just came off of, you're going to see some new movements this week, some things that you haven't done in maybe weeks, months, or some of you might have never done some of these exercises. And some of these things will just revisit some of the patterns that you've trained through the past couple weeks. But ultimately, a couple things to understand is the work is already done for your strength work. So we're not trying to hit any strength records this week. You should be relatively fatigued after all the work that you've previously done. The other thing to think about is we are just trying to, for the aerobic stuff, the work capacity, all those things, we're just trying to break a sweat. We're just trying to move our body, have a good time. So this should reawaken your love of training. It should give you a little bit of break from the consistency work that we've done on the barbell, and it should make training fun again. So if it's any of those things aren't happening to you, just take a step back, move a little bit lighter weight, have fun, live to fight another day. It's all good. But ultimately, transition week should be a fun week. It should be an experience doing some new and interesting things. And outside of that, don't read too much into it. Session 1, week 1 of our transition week. So we have a very interesting strength component today. You're going to start with Mr. Spectaculars and kettlebell front squats. So you're going to need a pair of kettlebells for this. And the thought process behind it is round 1, you're going to do 6 Mr. Spectaculars followed by 12 kettlebell front squats. So both of these exercises are paired with kettlebells. You're going to move right after you do all 6 Mr. Spectaculars, you're going to keep the kettlebells up and go into your front squats. You're going to drop a rep on your next round. Dropping that rep, the assumption is you're going to go up a little bit in weight. Maybe you don't go up in weight the second round, maybe you go up in weight in the third round, but you'll be dropping a rep every single round. So you'll start with 6 and 12, then you'll go to 5 and 10, then you'll go to 4 and 8, then you'll go to 3 and 6, and then finally you'll go to 2 and 4. So maybe you do 2 rounds at the same weight, maybe you drop every round or add weight every round, but ultimately that is up to you. But as the volume goes down, the intensity should go up. We're finishing this session with some speed endurance. We're running 400. We haven't done that in a long time. If you can't run, any sub works for that. You got 1 every 3 minutes. What we're looking for with that is about a minute of rest. So if you are not getting at least a minute of rest, shorten that distance so you're getting a minute of rest. And then finishing off with a terrible core circuit. The only good news is it's 4 rounds. No, it's all terrible. You're going to be fine. Get through that core, and then we are working in cool downs again. So again, the cool down, we're just trying to get our heart rate back down, kind of regulate our nervous system. We've got a little bit of soft tissue, a little bit of stretching there, and we're doing that square drill for shoulder durability. So what we want to think about with that square drill is moving in controlled motion as you make that square. So you're really pressing off that shoulder, expanding that AC joint, and then moving around. So you're having that joint move in 180 degrees. That's session 1. Session 2. Today is going to be our hypertrophy day. Just pump all day. I know you guys miss the barbell. I miss the barbell. We've got bench press and renegade rows. You can do barbell or dumbbell bench press. It ultimately does not matter. Decent amount of volume today, so it's going to be a while since we push this volume. It might leave you breathing pretty heavy. And then we've got those 2 rounds of durability exercises for each one. You're just going to do 2 rounds of each one of those durability exercises, cycling all the way through until you've done all 3. Then we've got 5 rounds, 10 walking lunges each side, followed by 10 kettlebell RDLs. So the walking lunges, you can go barbell, you can go dumbbells, you can go kettlebells, it does not matter. 10 each side is going to be a total of 20, and then you're going right into those RDLs. So this is going to be a pretty exciting session right here. You're going to be breathing pretty heavy, and then finishing off with curl to press and skull crushers. Again, you've got a decent amount of volume on this, so you'll feel the burn today. That's session 2 of our deload. Session 3. Got a hybrid session today. Today is going to basically be designed for our gym athletes. It's a group day. It's kind of a way to bring everybody in and have some good camaraderie. If you don't have a team, you don't have any way to do this with, you'll just do each one of these exercises for 90 seconds. So it's a 30-minute AMRAP. You're going to start with a 400-meter run. When you come in from that, you've got sandbag get-ups. When you come in from that, you've got assault bike or a bike sprint, and then you've got rest. So you'll go through 4 stations, 90 seconds each station if you don't have a partner, cycling all the way through until you hit 30 minutes. So it'll be 5 total rounds on that. So it's going to be pretty fatiguing on this. The expectation is you work decently hard on the run, you work decently hard on the sandbag get-ups, you work really hard on the assault bike sprint, and then the rest is the active rest. So not all 3 of those are supposed to be max efforts. Really, you just want to see the hard work on the assault bike sprint, with the winner of our in-gym session being whoever got the most calories on the assault bike. From there, you got another cool down. This should be a very appreciated cool down. Remember, the cool down, you should feel the elevated nervous system come down. You should feel better after you finish this cool down. That's session 3. Session 4 of our hybrid session, or our transition week. We've got some strength today with back squats. We are complementing that with a sled push. The sled push it's 50-meter sled push, 5 back squats. If you don't have a sled, you can just do shuttle sprints. 10-meter shuttle sprints are totally fine. You'll just do 5 of those. Again, the sled push is designed to go up in weight if you have a sled. Also, if you have a tire, you can do a tire drag instead of a sled push. Totally fine with that. But the idea is to go up in weight on the back squats and the sled push. So there's not one that is more important on the other. They are both equally important, and they should both be challenging. Same thing, we've got our 2 rounds of each resilience exercise. This is going to be upper body stability work today. So again, focus on moving well, keeping your shoulders stable. Then you've got some tempo work. You got 5 rounds for time, 50 weighted step-ups with guys at 25, ladies at 15 pounds, and then a 200-meter run. 5 rounds for time. If you're really fast, run with your weight. All right, if you're not very fast, don't run with your weight, just do your run unloaded. And again, we're gonna finish you guys off with a core time under tension, and that's gonna take it for session 4 of our hybrid this week. And then finally, last session of our transition week, we've got strength endurance today. This is gonna be a little bit different play on strength endurance, and it's gonna be, probably gonna be a little sore finishing the session out. We're gonna start with kettlebell squat lunges, and then going right into sled push pulls. So again, not one of these is more important than the other one, so we want you to try to go up in the squat lunges and go up in the sled push pulls. Remember, on those sled push pulls, we're sprinting on the way down, and we're setting our back, and we're fast feet. Deion Sanders feet on the way back. The way back is definitely the work on this. From there, you've got push pulls followed by a backward sandbag drag. So you're just gonna be on the dumbbells doing push, pulls, push, pulls. 8 of those is gonna be 8 total push-ups, 4 rows each side. Then you're gonna grab that sandbag and start dragging that fucker backwards. Now remember, we do this in a 3-point or a 4-point stance. We never just do it off of our feet. So part of the work on this is keeping the weight in your hands and engaging those lats as you're pulling that sandbag. This is absolutely gonna smoke your upper body. And then we're finishing you guys off with 3 to 5 reps of the Cobra complex. That's gonna be the chin up into pull up into toes to bar. If you can't do that, then you can do horizontal pull-ups or horizontal chin-ups into toes to sky. So either one of those work. And it's gonna be 3 reps of each exercise. If that's easy, go to 4 reps. If that's easy, go to 5 reps. And then you can always modulate any of that in between. And then we're gonna finish you guys off with some heavy carries to finish up the week. Now remember, carries are, we're kind of bulletproofing that chassis, keeping your shoulders strong, keeping your shore strong. But this is our transition week. Again, this should be fun. Have a good time with it. Should be a little bit sore after this, but just understand that if your numbers aren't great on this, it's because you've been training strength for so long. You should be super beat up from that. Appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, hit Todd at Atomic-Athlete Up, and have a great week.